Constitutional for state governors to hold onto funds meant for local government administrations. In its lead judgment, read by Justice Emmanuel Agim, the Apex Court observed that the refusal of state government on financial autonomy for local governments has gone on for over 2 decades. He said local governments have since stopped receiving the money meant for them from the state governors who act in their stead. It dismissed the preliminary objections of the defendants who are the state. The Apex Court consequently directed that local government allocation from the Federation account should be paid directly to them henceforth. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa says presentation of 25 Hilux vehicles to security agencies in the state to assist in the discharge of their duties is a testament to his administration's commitment to strengthen the security architecture of the state. Governor Aiyedatiwa at the presentation ceremony in Akure acknowledged the efforts of late Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu to secure the state, especially his leading role in the birth of the Southwest Security Network, Amotekun Corps. Aiyedatiwa emphasized the need for all security stakeholders and state actors to work together for the ultimate goal of securing lives and property of the state, notwithstanding the differences in security approaches and modus operandi. Wahab Bankole has the rest of the story.
The most important function of any government is to ensure the safety of lives and property of the people towards promoting overall growth and development. And this event, which is the presentation of 25 Toyota Hilux vehicles to security agencies in Ondo State, is a testament to the commitment of the Aiyedatiwa administration to further strengthen the security architecture of the state.
I welcome into the arena the Governor of Ondo State, His Excellency Lucky Orimiso Aiyedatiwa.
In his address of welcome, the Secretary to the State Government, Mr. Tayo Oluwatuyi, emphasized the commitment of the present administration to enhancing the efficiency of security agencies in the state.
Insecurity has become a recurring problem that threatens the well-being of citizens. However, it is my pleasure to let you know that the present government will not relent in its resolve to rid the state of crimes.
Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, who renewed his determination to rid the state of crime, said his administration will not shirk its responsibility of protecting the lives and property of inhabitants of the state.
This government, under my leadership, thought it imperative to make available these high-grade Toyota Hilux vehicles with a view to engendering excellent performance in the discharge of their security mandate to our people. We will not relent in creating a secure and prosperous environment for all of you.
The governor, who called for more synergy among all security agencies in the state, said his administration will always strive to provide safe, conducive and crime-free environment towards promoting economic growth and well-being of the people.
I want to say emphatically that our administration will continue to support the security agencies in the discharge of their duties as we place premium on the safety of lives and property of our people.
High point of the event was the official presentation of the 25 Hilux vehicles to security agencies in the state.
In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
The Senior Special Assistant to Governor Aiyedatiwa on Security, Mr. Gbenga Atiba, and the State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Abayomi Oladipo, thanked Governor Aiyedatiwa for his dedication to improve the security architecture of the state. In an interview, the State Commandant of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Oluyemi Ibiloye, applauded the governor for the giant stride.
We intend to deploy these vehicles to also curb all forms of security menace that we have within and around the state.
Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
Tertiary tertiary education in Nigeria, the federal government has been commended for making the Tertiary Education Trust Fund's capital expenditure available to tertiary institutions in the country. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, receiving the House of Representatives Committee on TED Fund at his office in Akure, said the impacts of the intervention is enormous. Aiyedatiwa, who reaffirmed his administration's commitment to education development at all levels, hailed President Bola Tinubu for advancing the sector. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole has details.
Members of the House of Representatives Technical Committee on Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TED Fund, were led to the governor's office by the chairman, Princess Miriam Onoha. The visitors applauded the present administration in the state for its strides to advance tertiary education. Princess Onoha said the committee is determined to assist states to access the 500 billion naira domicile fund to improve funding of the sector.
TED Fund projects are always tied to these 12 lines of interventions, which I'll read out shortly. Physical infrastructure, entrepreneurship, project maintenance, ICT support, library development, academic staff training and development, institution-based research, publication of journal, conference attendance, manuscript development, equipment fabrication, and teaching practice. So these funds here, once committed to a particular line item, has to be with strict compliance to this very line item. But for the purpose of this accumulated, unspent, unassessed funds, the committee would have a level of maneuvering to retweak and ensure that we can commit and pull these funds into the school account, and also ensure that once resident with you, they will be deployed accordingly with the new designs that we have done.
Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, who hailed President Bola Tinubu for his timely intervention in transforming the nation's education sector, assured that tertiary institutions in the state will be accountable while assessing the fund.
What you are doing now is like helping us, helping our institution to access what they're supposed to have gotten and they were unable to access for one reason or the other. I want to thank you for this initiative. And you said this is the first time this kind of committee will be put in place to look for a way to access idle fund that have been provided for in the budget to support the institution, our tertiary institution. And for what I got from that was that for those who appropriated the fund, they have that belief that that fund is needed for the development of our institutions. And if they are unable to access them, definitely it will affect the institution one way or the other.
The governor restated his passion to sustain and improve efforts that promote educational development at all levels and promised adequate cooperation of tertiary institutions in the state towards ensuring a successful assignment.
Conditions, some of them are stringent, which have deprived them one way or the other from accessing those funds. I know by the time you'll be through with the assessment, the report from the field, from various institutions, you'll be able to put a measure in place where some of these stringent conditions can be amended and restructured so that the institution can have access. And I want to assure you that our institutions, they will cooperate with you fully, even the one they have access, and trust them. If you want to know how they have spent it, they will bring out the books. You will see them.
In an interview, a member of the committee representing Agogo North East and Northwest Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Ife Ehindero, said plans have been concluded to ease the process of accessing the funds.
The purpose of the visit is to ensure that the unaccessed funds that is domiciled at the CBN for TED Fund for the institutions in Ondo State, which the technical committee is to fast-track the access to these funds so that the funds can be put to good use, to help to develop ICT, to help to develop the infrastructure, to help with academic staff training and development, and other things that are supposed to be domiciled or that are supposed to help to improve our tertiary institutions.
The House of Reps Technical Committee on TED Fund is on oversight visit to Ondo State to discuss the unassessed intervention from 2017 to 2023. Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
Ondo State House of Assembly has pledged to work closely with the state's Emergency Management Agency to enhance disaster management and response. The Chairman, House Committee on SDGs, Intergovernmental Affairs and Multilateral Relations, Mr. Tiami Uatere, during the working visit to the agency in Akure, assured of the Assembly's readiness to strengthen the activities of the agency. House of Assembly correspondent Omoshiliola Adesoye Ajayi has the details.
Members of the House of Representatives Technical Committee on Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TED Fund, were led to the Governor's office.
And multilateral relations to the agency in charge of disaster in a bid to strengthen the capability of the state emergency management to respond to emergencies and ensure safety and well-being of citizens. Chairman of the committee, Mr. Tiami Uatere, expressed the determination of the House to support and strengthen the activities of the State Emergency Management Agency. Mr. Uatere mentioned that the we focus on various key areas, including improving early warning systems, enhancing community awareness and preparedness, as well as ensuring adequate funding and resources for emergency response activities.
Assuming we are not here now, though the system was cut now, we will not be aware of this. I wanted to say now, we should at least, if you cannot go to 345 to see them ourselves, you can see 10.
Other lawmakers charged the management of the agency to always carry the assembly along and promised adequate sensitization of their constituents in ways to curb disasters. The acting permanent secretary, Office of the Deputy Governor in charge of the agency, Mr. Idowu Ojo, appreciated the support from the House of Assembly, highlighting the critical need for legislative backing to improve disaster management initiatives.
We are delighted having you because we see you as a force that can also help this agency to perform maximally. We know with you behind us, we can get things done.
Also, the team visited the office of the Secretary to the State Government, where the SSG, Mr. Tayo Oluwatuyi, intimated the team with some of the activities of his office and assured of more robust engagement between the executive and the legislature.
The office is made up of 3 basic departments, that is the General Administration, Political and Economic Affairs Department, and the Cabinet Services Department.
The lawmakers emphasized the need for the state government to work hand in glove with the legislative arm for the benefit of citizens. Omoshiliola Adesoye Ajayi, Osrc News.
As part of efforts to ensure timely completion of road projects, the Ondo State Office of the Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project and its partners have continued to interface with host communities. The latest in the series is the visit to Ondo South Senatorial District, where contractors and in road projects met with the people on the need to collaborate for success. The RAM team visited Odiaye, Irele, and Ebutepare community in Alaje Council area. The report. The 3.5-kilometer Ipare to Okepare Road project in Ilaje local government area is among the selected rural roads to receive attention, and part of the strategies to get results is the interface of the officials of Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project with the host communities. The latest visit by the RAMP officials is to showcase the contractor handling the project and seek further collaboration with the people.
Kí wọ́n fi ọwọ́ sowọ́ papọ̀ pẹ̀lú wa torí láìsí cooperation yìí kò sí bí a ṣe fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ náà.
Heads of the benefiting communities, farmers and business owners expressed optimism for a speedy completion.
And we are going to give RAM the enabling environment to operate. There will be no crisis of any form.
We fully support the contractor to make sure that the work is complete.
This road, it will benefit people. We go benefit, both we wait who they here or stranger. Nobody will go benefit for the road.
The team was also at Odiaye to present the contractor handling the 13.7 kilometers Rainhead Junction, Botalota, Likare Rural Road to the people. State Coordinator of Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project, Femi Adetomi, urged the people to see the contractors as partners in progress.
Before the contractors will move in their equipment, their personnel to the various project sites, we need to sensitize the community so that they will be used to the level, to the work that we want to do, and we will introduce these contractors to the community people, and these are done to mitigate any issues likely to happen between the community, how the project is going to impact on them. And negatively, though, it's going to be positive at the end of the project. So we need to carry them along to tell them the purpose to which those roads projects were implemented.
The town's monarch commended Governor Aida Atiwa for his rural development drive.
I'm very happy if we can have this tie road here. We have a lot of items coming up from that very area. All the things we'll be planting in the farm. Mobility is very essential here. We don't have a vehicle. We have vehicle, but we don't have a road to convey that to the town. So if this road is contracted now, we even bring less burden to our women and men cultivating farm over there to bring their product to the town.
Away from Odiaye to Irede local government area, farmers and residents of Ayadi and its environs played host to the Rural Access and Agricultural Marketing Project officials. The visit was to further deepen collaboration of the people for the success of the 13.7-kilometer Ayadi-Dakolo-Lamudita road. The projects, according to the officials, are expected to be completed within a 12-month period. Sahid Aripisala, Osrc News. The Ondo State Council of the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, has elected Ademola Olapade as the chairman of the Congress. Olapade is equally the state chairman of the Nigeria Civil Service Union. Members of the State Executive Council of the Congress across 22 affiliate unions took the decision at a special meeting held at the State NLC Secretariat, Alabaka, Akure, today. The position of the NLC chairman became vacant last month following the retirement of the former occupant Victor Amoko. And as part of activities lined up for the 2024 Isikun Day celebration, the Iralepo Obaluagbemiga Olofin Adimola has paid a visit to Ondo State Radio Division Corporation. The Isikun monarch will lead the Iralepo Council to the headquarters of the state-owned broadcast outfit, appreciate the staff and management for making their platforms a reliable source for accurate information and promotion of indigenous culture. The monarch was received by the chairman, Mr. Kunle Adebayo, and his team. It's a grand arrival of the Iralepo Council to the headquarters of Ondo State Redivision Corporation. The visit of the monarch, Oba Oluwagbemiga Ojo Aruwolase III, and his retinue of chiefs as well as his cabinet members, marked an epical moment for the state-owned stations. Obaluwagbemiga Ojo exchanged pleasantries with the chairman OSRC and went on to commend the leadership and staff of the corporation for quality broadcasting. The Raleigh said the position of OSRC to propagating cultural values and development contributed to his decision to visit and inform the management of the 2-week-long activities for Isikon Day 2024.
Information is power, and if you don't give correct information, people might be misled. But this organization has been doing their best in doing what is right by giving correct information to the people. We came to commend them and to intimidate them about their plans for the forthcoming Isikon Day that will be coming up on the 20th day. Majorly.
OSRC chairman Kunle Adebayo described the royal visit as commendable, appreciating the monarch and the Isikon people for supporting Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa's development initiatives.
It's the first royal visit of any monarch to our facilities in the last 7 years. Any monarch of a first-class standing, and it came with the full paraphernalia of the stool. And so we felt very happy, very excited to have received that caliber of royal father who has come to say thank you to us, who has come to appreciate our service to the community, who has come to thank us and to show solidarity with us for the works that this corporation is doing in service of the people of Ondo State. We think we are excited. And we believe it's a big part at the back for us to do even more.
After the boardroom engagement, Mr. Adebayo conducted the Raleigh in Council to the studio of Orange 94.5 FM, where the monarch featured on the program.
I want to use this medium to invite all sons and daughters of Isikon, both and diasporas and at home, to come home their numbers to partake in this very special event. You know, it will not come up every year. It's once in 3 years.
Obaluwagbemiga Ojo also visited the Sunshine 96.5 FM studio, where he spoke on how Isikon came to be.
Isikon jẹ́ ìlú tí Ọlọ́run fún rẹ̀ tó dá sí orílẹ̀-èdè ayé. Onípa ẹni tó dá ìlú Isikon sílẹ̀ náà pè ní ọ̀bàrà. Ọ̀bàrà yìí awo ni lóde ọ̀run.
Isikon Day 2024 will feature health outreach, empowerment of indigents, celebration of individuals who have contributed to the town's development, among others. Sahid Aribisala, OSRC News. Ondo State Primary Healthcare Development Agency has advised residents of Akure against exposing themselves to the present harsh weather conditions to avoid contracting diseases. The Director, Medical Laboratory Services, Ondo State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Bankole Adeyemi, made the plea while speaking with OSRC reporter in Akure, Tosin Adewale. More.
Down-near daily temperature has been relatively low in Akure, the state capital, for the past couple weeks, despite scattered downpours. This usually comes with cold, catarrh, pneumonia, diarrhea, malaria, and waterborne diseases, which are illnesses associated with the rainy season. A medical expert, Dr. Bankole Adeyemi, highlights the diseases associated with the cold weather, encouraging residents to invest in durable and portable rain gear.
Pneumonia is caused by a bacteria, which is very, very delicate if you get to the wrong part of the body. And even though it's curable, but the mortality rate from it is sometimes very, very high. Sometimes if it is, there's tendency to leave many food uncovered. So cholera is another disease that we need to watch out for, and which can be prevented with good personal hygiene, keeping our food covered, warm your food, don't give your family cold food. When they are going to school in the morning, make sure their food are warm. Time like this, we have catarrh caused by Catarrhelli, which is very, very rampant. Cold, normal flu. You also need to avoid damp area, take fresh air, and make your room ventilated. This is time to watch what your children wear, what you wear, what your teenagers are wearing. This is not the time for them to do copycat because they want to look like their friend in school. They must put on good clothes.
Dr. Bankole Adeyemi, while speaking on preventive measures also implored residents to make sure there's no stagnation of rainwater, as the puddle will encourage breeding of mosquitoes.
There is continuous rainfall, bushes are growing up, and this also constitutes breeding place for malaria parasite, for mosquito, which normally transmit malaria parasite. So you want to keep your bush around your house, around your vicinity down, keep them low, or you remove them at time like this. Avoid stagnant water. You know, mosquito is not only malaria they transmit. We have different type of mosquito that transmit other type of fever, which could constitute significant health damage to the family. So you do a lot of good to your family and to yourself when you keep your house free from mosquito breeding space.
It is the rainy season, and diseases associated with attendant cold weather
And that's Sunshine Reports. Thanks for watching. Good afternoon.